In this video, I'm going to show you how I take pictures that are realistic outside. In this video, we are going to use this black board. This is the most key piece of equipment. This is just a piece of black plywood. Well, I painted it black. I drilled a hole in the bottom and put a nut that is the same size that a tripod mount can screw into. It's the same kind of nut, same size it is in the bottom of the camera. That way, I can set it on my tripod. It's just a black board, you don't need to paint it black either. And then once it's on my tripod, I just screw the piece of the tripod on. My particular one comes off, and I can set it right in, and I can carry it around. This is very important because I can then take it outside wherever I wish to go, and it's pretty stable, so I can hold a little bit of weight on, such as a farm display like this one. So let's try it out. The first step is to find a good place outside. We live right next to our farm, our family farm in fact, so I don't have any issues taking pictures of the land. If you don't take pictures on your own land, you might want to be wary of that. So I found a spot I like. This one's a nice field. It'll kind of take the background of what I want. And to take the picture, I chose a Ford 8N. This is about a $6 toy you can get wherever you get your farm toys. A detailed model is always nice. I thought choosing something pretty stock would be good this time though. I also chose my Ford F350 Ranch truck. If you wish to see how either of these are viewed or built, click right here. And then the next step is just set it on the display and start taking pictures. You can always experiment, but depending on where you put the light and the background is the big thing. I like this display because I have a fence row in the back as well as a barn, so I can position it and kind of focus more on the display than the background, but it gives it a good background as well. I don't think that was a half bad picture. The key is to get it focused and not have the sun. You can see here we have a glare, so that picture is just kind of blurry. We're going to improve. The positioning of the sun is always big. You don't want the shadows of the object necessarily on the camera, but it's worse to have the camera shadow in the picture. So you kind of want to get a mix, kind of get it sideways. It's pretty tricky, but with a little bit of playing around, it's easy. And I especially like this tripod because I can easily turn it to the way I want it. What I always do to take these pictures is just use my iPhone, and it takes good enough pictures. If I had a DSLR, that would be even better. But make sure if you're using an iPhone to place your camera on the bottom side, so then you're closer to the ground, and it makes it look as like it's a person looking. You want to kind of act like the camera is the height of a person holding a camera to get the most scaled, realistic picture. I can easily swap my displays out then and put one on however I want, wherever I want, and all I have to do is carry it to where I want it. It's very universal. So we're gonna place this little tractor on here, not play hot potato, and make sure it doesn't roll away. I don't know what I was doing there, but so what you want to do is just kind of get real close, get awkward, kneel down so you can stay pretty stable. So here if you didn't notice, I was recording on the phone to show you the process of which it goes. So I focus in there. Here I want to focus in on the stream. I really like this one, and it gives us this nice picture. This time I want to focus in on the tractor, and something else I like to do is try to hide the corners of the display because that looks unnatural. Just kind of try to blend it in. Here I like how there's a little glare right on the hood there. I think this might be one of my favorite pictures of the shoot. I decided to take out my corn planter and a farm awl and some more custom pieces that can kind of make your picture all that much better. If you take like just a plain old toy, you could have the most realistic looking display, but the picture would not look right. But like I said earlier, with that Ford, you can do that pretty cost effectively. So this scene, I want to make it look like we're planting corn. So what I did is I pulled the truck over. I just try to put my mind through like what would be happening how this would happen. So this truck is maybe coming in to check on the planting, and they're out in the field. Now if I was very keen on wanting to get this super realistic, I would take some water out and put down some lines for the planting, but I didn't really have the time or patience for that at the moment. So that's something that you could try at home maybe. Here I wanted to focus in on the truck and have the planter in the background. It's not a bad picture. You also want to pay attention if you're having a field of corn as your background, what's in the foreground? If you have a barn in the background, are you gonna have a barn right in your foreground as well? Like, it might look like a farm sitting on another farm. So you just kind of want to see what it might look like in real life. So here we're taking some good ones. I try to focus in on the corn planter here, but the sun is at a weird angle. That's how I said try to make it so the shadows aren't in the picture too much. And this is what happened here. The sun's in the background, it's just blinding out the camera. I didn't do this on purpose, but it, I suppose, is a good way to show you the wrong way of things. Some of these I think I might have edited, but not much. So here's some other pictures. There's one with the corner in. This is just of the truck earlier. But let's say you live in a development. Here we have a swing set, a shed, some trees. So I just chose to put some trees in the background. Here's a pretty good picture, pointing up towards a tree. There you can see the yard and the buildings in the background. It turned out okay. I thought I'd just challenge myself there, because not everyone has a farm in their background. If you have a city in your background, you're going to have to get real creative. But here's some extra pictures that I enjoyed. Thanks for stopping. I hope you learned something today. Thanks for stopping by.